Coming up next, Scales of Power Reunion, Part 2.
What's the worst thing that could happen to you? Take a chance tonight and try something new. You're getting boring, you're all so boring, and I don't recognize a zombie you turn into. Don't worry, 'cause tonight I got you. You can take a seat, do what you normally do. I'm about to let you see. This is what'll happen if you ain't giving your girl what she needs. You belong to a perfect stranger. You talk, I walk, wanna feel that danger. See me with him and it's turning you on. It's got me saying, getting me back at the end of the song.
Alright, welcome back everyone. Today we now have a special guest. She is an unpaid person with a void check. She's unpaid, unhappy, and unrelenting. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lucy Maddox.
Hi everybody.
So, Lucy, you're an intern.
Yep.
Why weren't the drawings done properly?
Yeah, I was not, first of all, I'm not getting paid for all this process. Secondly, I was asked to do stupid things all the time. Like, Mitchell asked me to do change orders. Like, I was trying so hard to do it.
How many of them? How many of them? Dasney? How many change orders were there?
Oh,
You don't even
60.
know. No, 68. Don't know anything. Go on.
Yeah, but actually we are not even in charge of it. Like, Destiny is literally set off all of it.
I mean, yeah, you know something. Go on.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Mitchell, are you responsible for these drawings not being done? Being the person hiring her, being the person supposedly paying her.
I stamped them, but the drawings eventually did get done.
Mhm.
We know that. There were no undone drawings.
No. That's like, that's not supposed to be. Like, you are supposed to be making the drawings. You're supposed to
No,
be
I
making change orders.
supervised
You're
the
supposed
drawings.
to-
I supervised the production of the drawings.
And you're supposed
Guys.
to deliver to them.
Guys,
I use a standard of reasonable
listen,
care.
Listen, okay, fine. But here's the thing. You might have done all the drawings, and I might have been the client, but obviously...
You're not the client. No, you're not the client.
What?
Dasney
No,
is
no,
the
no,
client.
no. I am the client. I'm Sunia Oswego.
No.
I'm in charge of the
Well,
doors.
there seems to be a problem
Okay,
here.
listen.
There's a
Because
problem.
I was working with you, and we were trying to do the change orders and have the specifics for my project to be done by August.
So who is the
to move
client
it.
here? Who is the client?
I'm
Is
the
it
client.
Dasney
No.
or is it you?
I'm the client.
No, listen. Dasney hired me, the architect, King and King.
No. I hired you.
You contracted
I-
through
no.
Dasney.
No.
Dasney
I hired
pays for the
you.
project. You literally are poor.
Dasney, what do you have to say about this?
I mean, you have no money. You don't even have enough money to pay for the project, and you know that.
Hold on.
Dasney is paying for the project. Well, what do you mean?
Hold on.
narrator.
Hold on. I think we need to address here who really is in charge. So Dasney, what
Look
do
at
you have
her.
to
Look
say
at
about
you've
this?
hurt her.
I've heard what she's had to say. I've heard that she worked with Dasney and that Dasney hired you. So is it Dasney's responsibility that the drawings weren't done properly, or is it yours?
The thing about it is, we agreed on a lump sum on a public project, which we knew would be low. Look what you fucking did. We knew the lump sum would be low, okay?
I have a
Okay,
moment. I
okay.
have a moment. Can you turn off the camera? Please turn I'm not.
Right, what is this? What is? She's gonna leave? I'm
I
talking.
need a fucking break!
You really did this. Oh no! Oh my god!
No,
She does
no,
this all the
no.
time.
No,
Like
no,
this is something
You
new.
do this all the time. You're not
Like
responsible
this
for
is thing
for
new.
shit.
Listen,
For
no.
I just work for the government. And, you know, the government is having a tough time, especially with the Trump administration and everything. And you know, New York is democratic. So I just went to Dasney and asked them if they could take care of the initial payments. Because, you know, like Oswego is not ready to make that huge payment right
We
now.
understand.
And so I went to them and they were like, oh yeah, we can totally take care of that. We'll give you like a whole lot of independence with it. You can like make a lot of things change. You can talk to the architects and whatnot. But no. They have their own like construction and design part and they didn't tell me
okay.
anything and not have to pay like a huge amount of interest?
Is it true what they said? Is it true that you're bankrupt? Are you alright?
I'm not, okay, that is blasphemy. Jesus Christ, that is slander. That's complete slander. There is no statement that says that Oswego is bankrupt. We just wanted an initial payment and we're obviously going to pay them.
I'm on your side here. Let's go in, let's go back. Let's go and discuss this with everyone and get to the bottom of this, because I believe that you are not bankrupt. I believe Daphne's taking you for a ride. You're taking King and King for a ride, and everyone's blaming the wrong person here. So let's get back in there and get to the bottom of this problem. Come on, let's go.
Oh, look who's back, look who's back.
I don't wanna
You know what
We
she
don't,
did?
we don't want
I
to
don't
talk
wanna
about
hear
this. We're not
what
going in
I
on
wanna
this.
deal with
We
you.
just had a big discussion. We've decided to find out who's really
She's
at the bottom of
literally
this.
so
Did you
high
know this?
maintenance.
At the bottom, the subcontractor went to Florida with all of her earnings. Do you know how much earnings we made?
How much?
Very little, because the architect did not make a large profit
They
on this
did a
project.
shitty job.
No, it's not even that. It's just change orders take time, and we're constantly revising drawings, and I have to tell my intern, hey, revise these, and it's like she's over there clicking 1 click a minute. It's like, oh,
This situation seems to be a bit of a mess.
look at me, I'm an intern. Look how slow I am.
You respect her. She was trying to do your job at the site, and you obviously did not know anything about the project.
No,
you
you
weren't
don't know.
communicating with Daphne. You were trying to communicate with her and me when you obviously knew
Listen,
that Daphne was the
listen.
one paying initially.
Hold on,
You
Nina. Hold
were
on,
the one
hold
that
on, hold on.
contacted me. No, listen, I will fight you.
You want to go? Do you want to? On my show.
No,
Do you
no,
want to
no.
fucking do it?
Don't. We can solve this
All right,
like civilized
all right.
people that we are, because we're civilized at some degree, unlike you.
No, listen, you contacted me, and at some point we realized, okay, if you have to have a problem with one of my drawings, if you want something, you have to go through Dasney. And at one point, you and I, we both mutually realized that if you do that, Dasney's gonna like have an email chain. 7 months later, they're gonna respond in one email. Because you know what they do there? I don't know. I have no idea.
You have to.
It's a-
What do you do there?
I don't have happy hours. I mean, what do you do? Like massages in the office?
Massages.
Like, what do you do?
We have a department in charge of project, so.
I mean, we know that, but it's like you're so loosely in charge.
Like, you told me that I had some
God.
sort of like control over the project, and I was going to be able to change different things, like the lamps and stuff, and now we have a fucking pothole.
Bitch, no one told
and
you
everything.
that. Also, that pothole's not an issue.
Listen, you're a subcontractor. What? I mean, come on.
The last time I went to the site, there were like 3 potholes open, and none of them were closed. Oh, and guess what? I heard
I need
about
another drink. I
you
need another fucking
guys.
drink.
I heard
I
about you
don't
guys
think
that
we
you
can do
wanted. You guys didn't want to renovate something. Didn't want to renovate one of the apartments for one of your people. So you're not just hiding information. You're also hiding people. Immigrants inside of the building.
Wait, there was an immigrant in the building?
Immigrant. Okay?
Wait,
they
from
have
where?
an apartment
Canada?
You
that's
can
just
say
hidden,
anything.
and they
You're-
are like hiding
you're
stuff
broke.
in it. They're
Where-
just hiding stuff in it, and we can't touch it. No, we can touch it. But then guess what? Guess what? Within the 68 fucking device like orders, we
So it seems-
because even though we hate each other from previous engagements, anyways. Just because we hate each other, that doesn't mean we could come to a conclusion and try to talk with the subcontractors and everyone else and move the
I never
fucking
would have
order
listened to you anyway.
to change the
We seem
frickin'
to be
apartment.
having- we
Come on,
seem to be
She
having
wasn't
a-
even, she didn't even hire you.
Guess what? We
You
got
don't need to be listening to her.
the apartment
The
to get
thing about it
changed.
is the contractor who isn't even, where's the contractor?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to ask. We can't get to the bottom of this without the contract.
Where's Jovan?
Did he leave?
Where's Jovan?
Apparently, he can't be here today.
What is he?
Why?
At McDonald's? Is he
He's
having
in Florida
dinner?
with his family.
Oh my god.
It's not even spring break!
I know.
He has a nice family home there.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on, you know
Everyone
that.
knows
He's
this.
staying in the Holiday Inn and you know it.
Oh, Holiday Inn is too cheap.
Come on,
Oh,
you're a subcontractor.
Embassy Suites.
Being the subcontractor,
Oh,
do you
what?
know about the contractor's lack of responsibility?
I mean, he really didn't oversee shit. Like, it was really just me and my guys.
Was
and
he
we-
aware? Was he aware that you were on a single prime contract?
Do you even know what
Like,
that
that
is?
he was in charge?
Oh god, you don't even know.
oh God.
Am I supposed to know? I just did what I was told to
No,
do.
no, no, no,
And
no,
then
no, no,
sometimes,
no, 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 no.
sometimes
What were you told to do?
maybe we made things a little too large or a little too small.
So
or
it
a
was
little
your
off.
fault. It was
But we
completely
asked.
your fault.
Why? Because the drawings were wrong?
Who
Is that
did you
why?
ask though?
The drawings were unclear
No, no, no,
because
no,
they
no,
were
no,
in SketchUp and
No,
it's
no,
a
no,
shitty
no, no, no,
program.
no, no. Who did you ask? Who did you ask to change those things? Because obviously
We have
the potholes are still open. potholes are still
No,
open.
listen, she's
Who did you ask of these two?
she's this
Did
like.
you even ask him, or did you ask me?
He,
the client?
listen. He does not matter. You do not matter.
Oh, I don't
They
matter.
matter because they actually have money for this project, unlike y'all.
But do you know
I'm
who really
paying them,
matters
so
to you?
technically I am the fucking client.
actually-
One person matters to you in this
When are
room,
you gonna
and they're not
pay?
here. They're in Florida. The
We
one person
agreed
that
on
pays
monthly
you.
payments, and I'm already including freaking interest that you guys suggested.
No, I mean she's doing everything right. You guys need to calm down. I don't know what you're doing.
They get so uptight.
No, I'm not uptight. I'm looking for the dorm because this was stated that it was going to be part of a 3 series project. 3 buildings.
How many
right?
of those buildings do you have?
2016.
Who is
they-
to blame for that?
No. Can you shut up? Thank you. They were working. This is why I went to King and King because they previously were working within this project of the 3 series, and they already finished another renovation in 2016.
Exactly.
So I was like, you
Not
know
a
what?
lie. It's true.
So I was like, oh no, guess what? Okay, so I'm gonna contract them again, like have them again. And then I was like, okay, so maybe like we're gonna ask Daphne for some money up front money because
But
I am
listen,
going to
hold
pay
on, hold on.
everything
You don't
with
understand.
interest.
So you didn't have the money to begin with to start this.
I already spoke to you about the situation that we were having.
I know, but we need to make it clear to
Are you
everyone
gonna
else.
cry again?
Listen, we're not doing crying again. I will literally kick you
I
out.
took my glasses off so you can see I'm not gonna cry. But guess what?
Oh, good. You got new makeup put on. That's good.
You want some?
I
You
see those
clearly
powder
need
lines.
it.
Yeah, listen, hair and makeup here is shit. So,
Get your own. But you don't have enough money for that, do you?
Saucy. I think there's been one group that has not been talked to this entire time, and that is Dan. You share the vast responsibility for this because you were in charge of communication between the contractor, who we do not have here today, and the architect, and are the source of the miscommunication. So why was there such miscommunication?
Well, we are in charge of all the dormitories in New York State.
So you're saying you didn't have the time?
Well, we have an entire team on it.
no, you're
Okay.
not even right. You're not even right. You're not in charge of all the dormitories.
Listen, one of the reasons I went to you is because you have your own code. And so technically I thought there was gonna be like some loophole or something that would allow the project to be very fast paced and stuff like that. But you clearly
And you know what?
under-delivered.
Well,
Well, it did happen fast. In their defense, 7 months. It was substantial completion in August.
I mean, the person,
Substantial is quite loosely
I'm
used.
sorry, did
And
you-
they have their own permitting office.
I'm
so-
sorry. Did you hear before? Did you hear Ed? Ed is in a fucking wheelchair.
He is.
So it
And
wasn't
no one is in a
completely
wheelchair.
finished.
He is on crutches.
For the viewers who do not understand what's going on, we recently found a person that was living in the dormitory who had an accident in the construction site and has fortunately fallen into a pothole. Because of that, he has been hospitalized and we have him here today. We will bring him in later.
Potholes don't even happen in buildings.
Yeah, they do, and you were supposed to take care of them, and you
Potholes didn't happen
clearly
in the
didn't!
building. It happened in the
Potholes
construction
is
site.
something that happened on roads.
You were the concrete subcontractor. Am I wrong?
I was a subcontractor.
But what were
He
you
hired
doing?
many.
What were you doing?
You know what,
You were
I'm
just
so
there?
mad
You were
that
just-
Handrails,
you're not working with
A
them.
staircase, maybe.
They clearly
You
undervalued
don't know. Is this
you.
the staircase that ended like 6
And they
inches
clearly
short
were
of a
not
slab?
clear.
Is
I
that
mean,
not-
there were a lot of rumors about the staircase. Okay, let's get that up front. No one actually knows where that staircase was supposed to be. No one knows.
I mean, I think a lot of people know.
Like who? Your
Me?
intern? She doesn't know.
I mean,
and
yeah.
she did the drawings.
She worked on the drawings. I supervised her do the drawings. The drawings were done correctly. They were done correctly.
Daphne should have just done the drawings. They had an architect on site. Like they already signed off on
Their
everything.
architect uses
Why did they
AutoCAD
even hire you?
2001.
Mitchell. I
You
have
don't
to-
even use AutoCAD.
I have to ask you this. Why are you defending Daphne in this situation? You haven't been aggressive towards Daphne this entire time, yet you seem to claim that the on-site architect was not
They were
adequate
basically the
and that they were interrupting
agency
every
that
decision you made.
ruined
You know-
everything for you, that made everything difficult, and somehow you're attacking me and the intern. The intern! She has nothing to do with this. You were in charge of her, and you somehow decided that all the responsibility had to go to her, not Daphne, not the contractor who's missing clearly in fucking Florida, and the subcontractor.
Listen, I am not angry
You're not angry.
at you.
Oh no, not at me, but everyone else.
I am not
I'm trying
angry
to
at
defend
you. What?
everyone else except Daphne.
She's
because
crying!
Yeah,
Clearly,
okay, she
she's
cries.
crying.
She cries. Look at her. She cries.
It's okay. You'll get paid one
This
day.
is beginning. I don't think this isn't being productive for
Like
us.
how honestly, like, why are we here? Why?
I was trying to get to the bottom of this.
I mean, clearly we're having the Scales
We
of
need-
Power reunion final episode. I mean, read the screen, the franchise that never sleeps.
Is there even a point to this? Can we all go to our Florida vacation home now?
Oh, you also have one with all the money I'm supposed to pay
It
later?
means a Motel 6.
Low.
Oh, and
That
Nancy,
was
where
low.
are you staying? The Ritz-Carlton with all my money?
They're public employees.
Oh God. No, but with all the money they're saving on all the things
No,
that they
but
couldn't
do you
change,
know where they're
like that
saving
game
it?
floor
Need to save
6
money.
high office.
Do you know where they're saving the money?
Where?
In the government budget, and they print their own money anyway. So we could really get into that, but I don't think we want to right now.
Wait, listen. The problem was that basically they didn't want to do shit, and you were stuck because we were stuck. But you mostly were stuck. You couldn't fix the freaking exterior. You couldn't fix the bathroom.
Looks pretty hot to me.
You couldn't fix.
It's a spicy building.
But is it true that the building has still got mechanical errors?
The building has around $30,000.
There's an office that's 7 feet wide, with a 7 feet height.
I'm aware.
You think that's quality? We spoke about this, and you somehow just decided to not do it.
It's for a child.
A child in college who's 6'4" and probably playing
An
basketball
office.
for the
It's an office.
NCAA.
It's an office.
I'm sorry.
No one at SUNY Oswego plays basketball for the NCAA.
I look for the better in people. Thank you.
What really is beyond me is how originally you said you didn't want us to renovate the apartment. The apartment that has caused us so many liability issues, people getting hurt, people getting injured, potholes in the apartment.
That wasn't
You,
me.
you didn't want it at first, or if that's the case,
That was-
Dasney told us not to renovate it.
Disney is in complete fault of this.
It seems like Dasney is just liars. Like what, you're just trying
What
to
are you
save
doing?
your own pocketbook?
What the fuck are you doing?
It's ridiculous.
Tell me what you are doing, because clearly it is shady. Shady. That's a read from all of us.
I have to
Shady.
admit, I agree with them on
He's got
this.
fucking red.
Ugh.
Ivan, are you going to say something or are you just going to eat your fucking crisp?
Yeah, put the fucking chips away. You're done with this.
Can you stop? You haven't said a
Not
word.
supposed to eat it.
No.
No.
It was for the crew buffeting. You decided to go rate them. Do you think everything's yours?
Oh, she has to clear up for you.
No, it's just so strange. It's like
Oh.
to think that Dasney is doing this. Like they are literally the middleman.
Listen,
and
this
just complicating the
project
whole
would not
thing.
have happened if not for Dasney. They were the only one paying me and Jovan's bills.
In
And
defense-
your bills.
We finished the project, okay?
They did
I mean, the
finish it.
project's done, but we
is
know
done.
it's done. We know the building is.
Well, technically it's a little ongoing, but it's mostly done.
it's substantial. That's the term they use.
Mhm. It is under substantial completion and they did pay for it.
Yes.
And I'm
Sorry.
paying them back,
What
so
is
technically I'm still the client.
But are you? I mean, they actually
When are
built
you
the original building.
Like you know you're not the client. You just tell me you know that.
I am.
No.
You have to have another talk with her.
No, she doesn't need another talk. She just needs to be slapped into cohesion.
We'll be back after this sponsored commercial break.
Hi. Aw, thank you. Have a seat. Kyle, Jalen. Jalen, Kyle. Jalen, you play nice. I'll be right back.
What's going on, little man? I see you got your game skills down, Pack. You might have your hands full once I'll pick up the controller, man.
Put it back. Keep your hands on my mama. Keep your hands on my Doritos.
What did you not understand about the change
I
orders?
understand very clearly about all the orders.
Do you even know how many change orders there were?
Yeah, I see the eight.
No, 68.
Oh my God.
No, I mean, I'm telling you how many change orders.
That was weird, wasn't it? What was that?
We have been working and arguing, trying to get our documents down, but we heard about there's one apartment we just cannot renovate, which is very weird. We heard about there's actually even people living there.
That is very strange. Wait, hold on. I just got some news in just now. One of the residents of the apartment just had an accident at the construction site. His name is Ed, and he is here with us today. Everyone, let's have a look.
Oh God, it was a pothole, wasn't it?
Should I say something?
Well, that is all we have time for this first part of the reunion. On the next episode, we will discuss who was in charge of the pothole, and also how does Ivan keep getting the chips from the bucket.
Cheers!